Hi everyone, in this session we'll be going over stretches in this yoga session that are good for tight muscles in your hips as well as some relaxation. I'll be talking through some of the poses, some of them, pretending like as if I'm giving a class, and hopefully this helps you. Let's get started. Alright, let's move on to the grounds. So we're going to kick things off lightly with one of my favorite poses of all time. You can either use a band like this or use a belt. So what you can do is either use a belt like this, keep the belt like that, and pull, or you can do what I would usually do, which is use your hands and go like that. The reason I'm wearing shoes is because given my situation with my feet being deformed, I need to always wear shoes, because then otherwise my feet don't bend during a workout. So the best thing to do is use a belt too if you want, like what the teacher says. This pose stretches your Achilles tendon and all the muscles in your legs and in your hamstrings. So we're going to hold this pose for a little bit. Then we're going to take a breather. Then we're going to move and do it again. And then we're going to move. Then we're going to move to our back, and then we'll do another stretch. Okay? So if you're feeling tightness here, that's completely natural. As you keep stretching, you won't feel much of it as you keep continuing. All right. So that pose is done. Let's now move to the next pose. We're going to lie on our backs here. If you're like me and you have your hamstrings chopped off and you don't have much hamstrings, so lifting your leg all the way straight is going to be a problem because I don't have a lot of hamstring here. Have no fear. Use the back, use this. And then you can keep your leg like that or use the belt as well. So this is another good hamstring stretch as well. We're gonna hold this and then we're gonna switch to the other side, the other leg. Okay. Hold. Yeah, feel that stretch. Feel that stretch. Feel it. For the record, there was a point I couldn't even get my leg up to here. Now I'm close. It's all a matter of improvement. Now let's switch to the other side. Once again, if you're struggling just to get your leg up here, use your arm to start it out, and then use the belt. These are good, really important stretches for your tight legs and tight hips. So with this, you're stretching your hamstrings. This is really good. All right, other side. The funniest thing is even though if you don't have a full hamstring like me, you can still find these stretches really beneficial and really helpful. And other side. Once again, if your hamstring is a cut like me, so keeping your legs straight all the way or going all the way back is a struggle, it's okay. Do your best to improve gradually over time. So we're going to move to the other side, then we're going to do another stretch. Alright. Now what you're thinking is what we're going to do now is move to our back. So what I want us to do is take one leg, take the stand off. So the important thing is what we're going to also work on is body awareness in this session. So in this session you'll be working on body awareness as well as stretching your hips. Get this band off. Alright, so let's take one leg, cross it over. I want you right now to breathe. You should feel your rib cage. I want you to feel your heartbeat. Take an awareness and hear all the sounds around you, whether it's a cricket chirping outside like I hear, or hearing your heartbeat. Just feel and relax. Feel the stretch on your back. Then we're going to switch to the other side. Alright? Feel your rib cage. Feel the bones outside your rib cage. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the stretch in your back. Hear the crickets outside. Just shut down everything that you're thinking and everything you're feeling for the session. Good. Now on the other side now. You know, the funniest thing is, before this class started, I started doing Pilates this summer, and I thought I was never going to do yoga again. But then after taking this class at San Jose State for my PE requirement, I realized I'm going to do yoga every night before I go to sleep. And actually, it's late at night. So, and I was just with a friend, and I just got dinner. So I might as well do some yoga before I go to sleep, too. So here we are. How ironic, right? Once again, shut it out, close your eyes, feel your heartbeat, feel the bones bent outside your ribcage, hear the noises around you, just calm, feel the stretch, feel how good the stretch is, eliminating all the tightness in your back. I'm going to move to the other side now. Once again, this session is not just for a class project. I'm going to post this on my YouTube channel. This is for anyone like me where I used to have tight muscles in my hips. I still have tight muscles in my inner thigh, but that's it. But the point is, anyone that has tight muscles and hips from past operations or whatever the case may be, this video is going to go over stretches in a session that you can do, stretches in a session you can follow and do, of what you can do to unloosen those muscles with the stretches that I'm giving you guys, and how to turn it into a session. Because trying to feel like this is kind of like a demo. Good. Do you feel your heartbeat? You've had a stressful day? Well, it's all going to be okay after this session. Now feel, breathe, feel the bones outside your ribcage, feel your heartbeat, hear the noises. I hear a cricket. Alright. Now what we're going to do is get up on our feet, and we're going to move to our mountain pose. So now what we can do is move to our cat-cow, which is also, our transversus abdominis, like a stomach vacuum, like what I've seen, like what Miss Nicole, my instructor, does is like a cat pose, which is like, for me, it's like the stomach vacuum. So this is good. So once again, suck your belly button in. If you can talk while doing this pose, you're doing it incorrectly. So we're going to hold this for a little bit. I'll be watching the time, so suck your belly button in. Hold for 30 seconds for a bit. I'll let you know when to break the time. We'll do 2 of these, and then we'll move. We'll get on our feet. Ready? Cat, cow, stomach vacuum. Here we go. Alright, break. We're going to do another one. Break. Now we're going to do another one, and then we're going to move into plank position and more strength. Go. Good. So before we go into plank, let's show a little pose called the child pose, which is like such, like this. I want you to breathe, I want you to relax, because you were just holding, you're pretty much doing a really intense pose there that required patience and concentration. So breathe, take in that fresh air, hear your heart beat, feel the stretch of the muscles in the area that this pose is stretching up here. Alright, let's break out of that pose, and now what we're going to do now is go into a plank position. So what we're going to do here is this. When you get into this position, tuck your pelvis in, keep your body in alignment, push yourself, keep yourself in a line. So here we go. This takes practice, because you don't want to sink like this, because then it's bad for your back. So just tuck your pelvis in, keep your back straight, keep good form, and you'll be okay. We're going to hold this. I'll usually hold mine for a minute, but because of this session, I don't want to push anyone too hard who's never done a plank before, so I know when to break it up. I'll give myself at least 30 seconds. I'm rooting for all you guys to hold it, but let's see. Do your best. Don't worry, I'm watching the time. Alright, I want to stop there. Get into that child pose. Breathe for a sec. Alright, now let's go into the mountain pose. And then from there we're gonna do mountain pose, then we're gonna move to downward facing dog, then we're gonna go back to mountain pose again, and then we're gonna do the angel pose. Actually, yeah. Alright. Alright, so mountain pose is actually, we'll do that last. Let's first do, actually no, let's stick with it. It's not showing my face. Alright, so what we're going to do with mountain pose is keep your feet together, feet together, legs together, heels apart, lean back, put all the weight on your heels, and you'll be fine. Breathe. You had a stressful day. Completely tone that out. Feel the weight in your heels. So if you're like me and you fall back, that's natural. Just get back up. Get back that into that position. Then we're gonna actually move, instead of downward facing dog, which we'll do at the end. We're gonna do a hip stretch. We're just gonna open up those inner thighs. Alright, good. So now we're here, and I'm filming. You already eat dinner? Yeah. So what we're going to do here is this pose. So you have your legs apart like this. I'm moving the camera down so you guys can see my legs. Keep your legs open, and then open one leg out. And from there you can basically feel the stretch in here. Lift your arms up. Body facing that way. This is a bit of a challenge for me still, because of my condition, but it's have no fear, it's practice. But I feel the stretch all through here, and it hurts, it burns, because my inner thighs are in a knot, which is natural. I've tried stretching them for so long, but it's not working because it's so extra tight. So I stopped stretching them for a while, because I thought, what's the point? but this class inspired me to not do that, to keep trying to break down that knot. Alright, other side. Legs apart. Move that way. Turn your body. And then we're going to lift our arms up. Oh, wait a minute, I did that pose wrong. My bad, my bad. It's legs apart, then hips. Oh, wait a minute. My bad, my bad, my bad. Arms up. Alright. So once again, those are we'll do another set of those in a moment. So what we're then gonna do next is we're gonna move into the angel pose, which I'll show down here. Oh no, wait. No, we'll move that toward the end. Let me show you a really helpful pose for your back, because we stretch the inner thighs. Now we're gonna stretch. So you have a desk chair or whatever. So you keep your legs hip width apart, and you bend down. You can even lower the chair a little, like I've done. I've done at times during this class. So you move. So basically, from here, you should feel the stretch all throughout your back. Take a breather. I feel this right now with my legs apart. I feel this really helpful for my inner thighs as well as my back. So keeping. So close your eyes and breathe. Close your eyes and breathe. All right, we'll do another one. Then we'll go back to. Then we're gonna do downward facing dog, and then yeah. All right. So what we're gonna then do is just once again with this stretch I said earlier, legs apart. Turn one leg ankle this way. You should feel the stretch all throughout here. You can also turn your body like I said that I've done, but I find that the way I learned this from the instructor was keep your legs apart, open one ankle, feel the stretch burning, lift your arms up. I'm just going to show the stretch before we move on because I won't move on. So keep your arms apart, open one ankle. If you can see my feet, and lift your arms up. This is the proper way to do it. I twisted my body earlier, which is what I usually do sometimes, but then I realized doing this, keep my arms straight up like this. It just flew out of my head. Once again, keep your arms apart, other leg, arms up. Once again, you can even turn your body if you like I've done too. There's two ways, I guess, of doing this, but I found this also helps. This also helps with balance, turning my body sideways like this. I feel the stretch here, I feel it here, and I feel my balance is a lot better. This is why turning it this way is really helpful to me. But yeah, pretty much. And so we're going to end this with a down facing dog pose, and I'm just going to say thank you. down facing dog pose is like this. Push the mat. It's like you're pushing the mat forward. You should be feeling this in your thigh, in your quads, in your calves, and in your ankles. And you should feel strength in your arms. Hold this. Then when to come back down. And then to top it off, cobbler pose. You can lean up against the wall, but keep your ankles like this. And use your elbows to push down on your inner thighs like I have, like here. So you can feel the stretch all through here. Or use pillows. Once again, hope this session was really helpful to all of you who have tight muscles and want to loosen up your inner thighs or your hips from past operations like me. Practice makes perfect. Just try these stretches and stick with them. Try a yoga session and stick with it. Stretch. You only get looser by practice and repetition. It doesn't happen in a week. It happens just practice. So hopefully this is helpful to you. Thank you.